Hi, it's football news here. We're always try our best to update you with football news. Please do subscribe our channel to make sure you stay tuned for our next videos. On this episode, we're discussing rumors and news in the Premier League clubs. Let's get started. During this international breaks, many Chelsea players are away being called up for their nations. But several players doesn't find them called up and still working hard in the training in Cobham. Cobham has been quieter this week with the vast majority of Chelsea's first team squad, and many from within the academy ranks, away representing their countries during the international break. Yet training has continued for several senior stars under the watchful eye of Thomas Tuchel and his coaching staff. The likes of Chalobah, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and Ross Barkley have been involved, as have Saul, Niguez and Ziyech, who is currently banished from the Morocco setup. The training sessions will not have been too complicated. There is little use for Tuchel to try to implement tactical constructs given the majority of his squad is absent. They do, however, give players on the fringes an opportunity to catch the eye of the German coach. Those brought up from the development squad, and there are a few, can also make an impression on the Chelsea boss. Tuchel will not allow standards to drop during the international break. The Blues players will be pushed hard to ensure fitness levels don't drop, that they will be ready to take on Brentford if called upon in a little over a week's time. What is spotted on this training session? First, it's Saul Niguez that continues to work hard and train to earn another first-team starting lineup. Signed on a season-long loan from Atletico Madrid on transfer deadline day, Saul's first month in English football hasn't been easy. The midfielder was thrown straight into the starting 11 for the Premier League clash against Aston Villa but struggled with the intensity of the game and was replaced at half-time. His next appearance came in the Carabao Cup, also against Villa, and on that occasion, he made it to the 76th minute before being replaced. Saul hasn't featured since, but Tuchel has spoken positively about the impact the Spain international can make when fully acclimatized to the English game. Saul, unsurprisingly given his lack of game time, wasn't called up to the Spain squad for their Nations League fixtures and is spending the international break working hard, as instructed by Tuchel, at Cobham. He will hope for another opportunity in the Chelsea side in the weeks to come. Next, it's N'Golo Kante returns after being isolated for 10 days following his tested positive for COVID-19. The 30-year-old would have to self-isolate for a period of 10 days, something which ruled him out of being involved for France in the Nations League semi-finals and final. Kante was also kept out of the 1-0 loss to Juventus and the 3-1 victory over Southampton in the Premier League on Saturday. However, the midfielder made his return to training today and will be in contention to start against Brentford in a little more than a week's time. Also, spotted 18-year-old Chelsea midfielder, Xavier Simons, who endured a difficult 2020-21 campaign. He made just 2 appearances after suffering a knee injury, but had a full pre-season and has looked sharp for the under-23s despite often playing in a new role in defense. He was joined in first-team training by Lewis Baker and George McEachran, both of whom failed to secure loan moves away in the summer transfer window. Lastly, spotted Malang Sarr, French centre-back who during the final hours of the summer transfer window, the French centre-back thought he was going to be spending the remainder of the campaign on loan at newly promoted Bundesliga side Greuther Fürth. Sarr even travelled out to Germany to undertake a medical only to discover on arrival that the switch was off and that he would spend the first half of the season on the fringes at Chelsea. Thus far, Sarr has made just 1 appearance against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup. He has also been involved in the Champions League matchday squads against Zenit and Juventus but didn't get off the bench. The 22-year-old has had no involvement in the Premier League, and with Chalobah, Cesar Azpilicueta, Andreas Christensen, Thiago Silva, and Antonio Rudiger ahead of him in the pecking order, that is unlikely to change in the near future despite his efforts in training. Thank you for watching. Please do support our channel by clicking the subscribe button below. I wish you tons of health and luck in life. Watch and stay tuned for our next videos.